I decided to make one of my previous games into a full mobile game. So to do that, I decided to make the player move with Unity's new input system because it's going to be used on mobile. I then made the potholes actually spawn, which was cool and had 0 issues. I added a very ugly shop. I added these chickens, which look kinda weird right now, but trust me, they get better. Now, the game might look complete, right? That's when I tell you you're wrong, because the game gets a little stagnant and sad when you play it right now. It just feels like you're smacking chickens for no reason. So I needed to think about how to fix that problem. How do I make players come back run after run? The best example I can think of is competitive online video games, because you keep coming back to compete with your fellow competitors. But this is a casual game, not a competitive online multiplayer game. So I did some research on the casual game market on the Apple App Store, and discovered that if your game has a leaderboard, players will grind it. Now, this tactic worked too well on me during my research, because I made it to the top of a daily leaderboard on a silly ping pong game. But it's still an accomplishment. I also have to show you something really cool, because this game is about smashing chickens with a car. But in case you're not impressed by that idea, the soundtrack is going to be way cooler. I won't tell you how it's going to be really cool, because it's going to have a cool twist, but I can show you one of the songs. The game still felt kinda stagnant after I added all that, but I didn't know what was missing. The game felt like it could go on and on forever, so I changed that by making it more difficult. I added a way for the player to run out of gas. That was the perfect addition to the game, and in my opinion, makes it more difficult. Of course, I've been testing this all on my PC and not on my phone, so we're going to have to do some playtesting later on. By this time, my artist had finally finished some of his stuff, and I was implementing it. He finished the road, so I added it. Now, the road looks way better. Now, eventually, you might go, these chickens look kinda bad. So I asked my buddy to redraw them. Now, the chickens look cool and more enticing to run over, and he also finished some skins for the car. I can't reveal all the skins we have planned, but I can show you some cool ones we have done. We have the hot dog car, we have the Japanese truck, and we have this cool Mustang. There's going to be way more skins, but for right now, that's all we can show. Then, we needed to decide on the name of the game. It took us a while to come up with the name for the game, but now it's very solidly Better Luck Next Time, or BCNT for short. Now, previously, I mentioned a shop. The shop is where you can spend your destroyed chickens and unlock skins and other things. Now, there won't be many in-game purchases with real money, but there will be some, as when you upload a game to the Apple App Store, it actually requires $200. And that is something that we need to try to recoup. But all of the in-game purchases will not directly impact the game, mostly just cosmetics and cool stuff like that. Now, this game is really cool. I have a game about smashing chickens with a car called Better Luck Next Time. And it's going to actually have the casual players chilling casually, the competitive players climbing that leaderboard, and the people who just want to play the game having a blast. If you want to talk about game dev, you should join our Discord server. We're also hosting a really cool game jam, which you should totally go check out. Link in the description. Subscribe for the development of Better Luck Next Time.